So this is typically what a pattern looks like. And this is inside that little envelope that they sell at the store. Y'all, the first time I saw this, I was like, what is this? And what am I supposed to do with it? But essentially, these are the pieces that you cut out and place and pin on the fabric and start sewing. Alright, so whenever I want to make something of a certain size, because this usually has multiple sizes, so whenever I don't want to actually cut the pattern paper, I will use tracing paper. And this I just basically bought from Amazon. It's okay. It's a little difficult to see whenever I try to outline it because I really don't highlight the size that I need. I just kind of press it down. And right now I'm about to cut out the sleeve part, which is a pretty big area. So I will just measure out what I'm going to use, and then I will cut the paper down to size just so I don't have to worry about the big old roll. Alright, so before I begin tracing, I will put a couple of pins down to hold it in place. And then I use my Sharpie to do the outline. If I need to make a straight edge, I will use the ruler. But this sleeve I'm cutting out is in a size large. So I'm going to go ahead and start the process for that. And most of the time, I forget to put the marks from the pattern on here. But then I always will go back before I start sewing because it's important when I need to line everything up. Alright, so a straight edge is coming up over here, so I will use the ruler to help me mark it and make it as straight as I can. I'm not really looking for perfection on this part because I'm going to be cutting it out anyway. So it don't really have to be all that perfect. Now just go around. Alright, so now I'm going to mark the circles because when I start sewing, I'm going to do those. And then any detail information, once I take this part off, I will add it onto it. Stop. Next step, pin. This gotta be airtight. So you don't want it shifting. Mommy! Go to the table. to the table. Go to the garbage and peel it.
I'm not eating no sour hands. Peel the rest of it. Peel the rest of it.
Alright, so you don't want this going nowhere. Then I take my scissors and I start cutting. Now it's a right-handed world, so we lefties have to figure it out. Literally. So excuse my hands if they're in the way, because I have to work all kind of magic sometimes to cut this out as neat as I can. And I am a scrap hoarder. I have been hoarding my scraps to use it for things. I don't know yet what I'm going to use them for, but the ones that are big enough to make something with, I will keep. But this one, I'll probably toss out the scraps for this. But I'll save a piece to put in my sewing log. Alright. Running into difficulties. See how it's rising up? I don't want that because it's going to make it hard for me to cut it out neat. So I have to pin that part down some more so it doesn't lift up and do that. I have learned through this process of teaching myself that mistakes are your friend and you can learn from them. So don't feel bad about it if you're in the beginning stage like me, because mistakes happen. So now it's easier and I don't have to worry about it lifting up so much. And I can clean up the other side because it's a little bit extra. Oh, sometimes if it's really close and I want to really get in there, I will use my mat and my rotary cutter. So when I want to clean up, this can cut paper too. So I don't have to worry about damaging my fabric scissors on it. You just gotta press down. And you need a cutting mat with this unless you want to ruin your cutting surface. But this one I want to get down into the nitty gritty. I'll use this. So like on the side like this, I just press and go. This one I think is dulling out on me because I'm not supposed to work this hard to get it off.
Who puts ketchup on pizza? I mean, I can understand spaghetti, but pizza? No. The pizza? No. Can I get my tablet? Why? My tablet only. My TV. Oh, I eat food, baby, because I got a straw. You're not strong. I'm strong.
Cut it out. Hey, stop.
Leave it alone.
Little girl, stop.
Oh my God!
Can you stop that yelling?
Stop! She's throwing stuff at me.
Stop, G.